Welcome back to another SCP reading, dear researchers. Today we're going to be reading SCP-326, a Chinese peasant. Now without further ado. Item number SCP-326, Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-326 is contained at Armed Biocontainment Area 14. Due to SCP-326's severe iatrophobia, personnel who will, and it was previously written interact with, now be seen by SCP-326 are not to wear lab coats. Due to SCP-326's post-traumatic stress disorder, her tendency to undergo panic attacks, and the increased danger she poses to personnel during these episodes, SCP-326 is never to be beyond sight of a panic room into which she can flee. The path between SCP-326 and the closest panic room is to remain unobstructed. Tranquilizers are to be added to SCP-326's food on a daily basis to mediate her stress. In the event that SCP-326 needs to be transported off-site, she is to be sedated until such a time as she can be provided with a new panic room. SCP-326 is deaf and communicates via written Chinese. Translators are to be available at all times. All communications with SCP-326 are to be archived. Description: SCP-326 is a human female, approximately 65 to 70 years old. And a footnote here. This figure is SCP-326's psychological age. Chronologically, SCP-326 is over 120 years old. Who has been subjected to significant body modifications by an anomalous technology. When inactive, these modifications are detectable only by subject's anomalous mass, 230 kilograms, despite a physique which would indicate a mass of at most 45 kilograms, and by the presence of significant keloid scarring along her arms, legs, hands, feet, and spinal column. When subject becomes agitated, these scars rupture lengthwise, and the components of a structure emerge. This structure resembles an exoskeleton made from human bone, and bestows upon SCP-326 enhanced strength and speed. The degree to which her speed and strength are enhanced is unknown, as she is reluctant to participate in qualitative testing. However, she has demonstrated the ability to, when in a panic, throw two 100-kilogram security guards over distances greater than 4 meters, and to travel over 20 meters to her panic room in 2.8 seconds. Due to the logistical difficulties when sampling, not only is the exoskeleton extremely durable, its access is limited to those times when SCP-326 is panic-stricken. The physical composition of the exoskeleton is as yet unknown, as is the connectivity to SCP-326's musculature and nervous system. Radiographic imaging has been hindered by the subject's phobic reaction to X-ray machines. SCP-326 is deaf, and a footnote here, but still able to speak in the Pinghua dialect of Chinese, as a result of having deliberately ruptured both of her own eardrums at some time prior to entering into Foundation custody. Her stated goal in doing this was to avoid hearing bad words. Further questioning on this topic results in SCP-326 becoming agitated and distressed. History: SCP-326 claims to have been an agricultural worker from the rural village of Redacted in Redacted Province, People's Republic of China, at the time of Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward campaign. She describes having been approached by some young men from Redacted who induced her to participate in a procedure for the revolution. The procedure was very secret and involved bad doctors, bad magic, and much death. Eventually, however, The young men stopped coming, and SCP-326 was left in the room of ice. And a footnote here. This is thought to indicate cryogenic suspension. In 2000, redacted, a containment breach by SCP redacted led to the collapse of, redacted in the single digits, buildings in the Chinese city of redacted. Foundation cleanup crews discovered SCP-326 wandering in the wreckage of the redacted building, identified her as anomalous, and took her into custody. A broken tool. They promised me glory. I wanted peace. They told me this shall advance the glorious revolution. I wanted nothing to do with the revolution. They said it would barely hurt. I screamed until I could scream no more. They said it would be over quickly. The doctors came again and again. Why? Why was I chosen? I was no revolutionary. I was no nationalist. I was nobody. Why? They changed me. They broke my body and rebuilt it to do their bidding. The young men told me that I was truly an honor to the revolution. I did not feel like one. I knew what I really was. A tool. That's all. A tool. A magical tool, but a tool nonetheless. At first I tried to stop it. I ripped the magic metal out of me. The doctors saw. They told the young men who told me the bad words. I stopped. I was put into a room. It was cold and bare. Just a bed, nothing more. I curled up into it and cried. Why did they choose me? Why? They took me on a plane. They told me I needed to repay their gift to me. What gift? I did not see a gift. Tools are not made to be given as gifts. They took me off the plane, and I saw that we were far from the cold, cold place where I had been. The trees were tall and the sounds were strange. The plants grew in strange colors, and the air was thick and sticky. The soldiers took me to a field of death. There were bodies everywhere, young men cut down in the prime of their youth like the rice and wheat I cut down in my past life. Blood streamed and pooled in eddies in the flow of a river of death. Then people started shooting at us from the trees. Bullets ripped through the air. They told me to kill. I did not want to. They said the words and I killed. And I killed again and again and again. I hacked through a tree to kill the boy behind it. His friend tried to shoot me. I stopped him and then he was dead too. I tried to stop. They said the words again and I began to cry as the magic metal inside of me pulled me forward. The river swelled. The next time the young men came to see me, they told me I was in for a surprise. I asked them if I was going home. They laughed. They told me that I was being sent for a special mission. Finally, we will wipe out the nationalists forever. You will do your country a great service. We have begun by taking the fields that they held onto. You will follow when we finally invade them. I asked them why. They did not answer and insisted that it was for the revolution. I told them that I did not love the revolution. They became angry. The revolution gave you your gift. You will show your gratitude to the revolution or else. I refused. There would be no more killing. You will obey. No. Then they said the words, and they made them hurt. I was a coward. They put me on a beach. They pointed me towards the enemy. The slope of the beach was covered in walls, bunkers, and barbed wire manned by soldiers. I saw no enemies, though, only scared men and boys. Kill. I ran forward. I tried to stop myself. The magic was stronger. I was tired, so very tired. No more death, no more killing. I wanted nothing but peace. Peace, peace, peace. And then the magic stopped. The magic stopped. They screamed kill again. The magic pulled me forward again, and one of the enemy cried out as he died. Then I stopped. Kill. I did. Kill the rest of them. No. Do it. I killed already. They're escaping. Go after them. I ran after them, but I did not stop them. You are a tool. You will obey us. No. They took me away. They put me away. I left my cold cell for an even colder one. The doctors locked me inside and spat on me, saying that I was counter-revolutionary scum. I did not care. They had finally let me go. Before I fell asleep, I thought that I had finally gotten peace. No more killing, no more death. Only peace. When I awoke, the sky was gray. It was pouring rain. I blinked. No. No. No! I thought I was free. No more killing, no more death. Had they finally come for me again? I burst into tears. Where was my home? Where were the young men? Where was I? The lab and the doctors and the young men and the officers and the soldiers were gone. I was in a ruin of a building with the sky weeping above me. The landscape was bleak and ruined. There was no one in sight. But what if they came back? What if they made me kill again? What if I could not stop them? I screamed. I would not listen to them anymore. I would never kill again. An abandoned rusty screwdriver lay on the ground. A discarded tool for a discarded tool. How poetic. I took it and stabbed it into my ear. Blood gushed out, and the inside of my ears exploded in sticky and hot agony. I screamed again as tears rained and blood mixed together. I bit my lip and stabbed the screwdriver deep inside my ear again and again and again, until I could feel nothing except the blood in my mouth. I did it again for the other ear. I cried out again, the screwdriver falling from my hand as I fell to the ground, sobbing. I wanted no more death, no more killing. The magic metal came out again, covering me, though I beat against it, screaming and crying. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. Why would it not go away? Where had my life gone? I curled up, tears streaming down my face once again. In the distance, I saw men coming. They had come for me. I did not care. Nothing could make me kill again.
What do you think it is?
The field specialist asked. Best not to get near it. It could be dangerous, the team lead said, scratching his chin. Let's get back to finding that damn skip.
Come on, man. It's an old woman. Look, we gotta inspect her at least.
Fine, let's take a look. They slowly approached the woman, weapons leveled at the curled up body. They stopped 5 meters away from the body, just in case.
Ma'am? Are you alright, ma'am?
The lead specialist asked, still with his gun on the woman. I don't think she can hear us. Look, her ears are bleeding.
What do you suggest?
Let's get closer. The lead agent nodded and moved closer slowly, while the rest of the team stayed back, still aiming at the curled-up woman. The first agent got nearer. The woman made no move to respond, and the team saw that she was sobbing. The lead containment specialist leaned down and touched her shoulder. Suddenly, thick metal arms erupted out of a scar on the woman's arms, legs, and spine. They formed a wall, and the specialist barely managed to yank his hand away in time. Fuck! The specialist tripped and fell backwards. The woman mumbled. Her voice was hoarse, tired, but above all, sad. What's she saying? That's not Mandarin or Cantonese. What language is that? Anyone know? The containment agent's brow furrowed.
I think it's Hangzhou or no, Pinghua. Definitely Pinghua.
He leaned closer. Well, what's she saying? The specialist listened carefully.
She's begging us no more, no more. I don't know what she's talking about. Now she's saying no more pain.
Well, she's definitely anomalous. I'm calling in backup to help us with this one. Chen, see if you can get her to talk. Show her a pen and paper, maybe? The woman on the ground curled up tighter as the containment specialist sat down on the ground next to her. He heard her muttering again.
I am a tool. Why am I here? I want my peace. I want my home. I'm a tool.
And there we have it. A poor Chinese peasant stuck out of their time with modifications and a history they would rather lose. I hope we can provide some sort of peace for her, because otherwise, all that's left is pain and anger. But thank you very much for coming, dear researchers. It has been an honor reading for you. I hope one of you can propose a way to undo what has been done to her, or figure out how to do so. But until then, thank you very much for coming. Good luck out there, and I hope to see you all next time.